Hello, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button for me, please. It's greatly appreciated. Today, we are going to be making some roti, specifically paratha. I'm just doing a simple, easy, beginner-friendly version. It tastes really good. Everyone that I've made it for loves it. So as you can see, I'm just starting up with some flour, just sifting the flour. I'm using about 8 cups of flour. This is going to be making me about 14 roti skins. So I'm just sifting it up and then making sure that there's no lumps and bumps in it. Next, I'll be adding some baking powder. So I'm adding about 8 teaspoons of baking powder in there. Next, we got some salt. I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of salt in the flour mixture. So I will be mixing everything together, just ensuring everything has been incorporated nicely. I'm making a little hole in the center of the flour mixture just so I could pour water inside of it. So it's just easier to mix everything together, making sure it's evenly done. I'm pouring about 2 cups of water into the mixture at first, and then I'll be mixing it around. I am just filling up 1 cup of water and putting it to the side, and then I'll be incorporating that into the mixture slowly. So as you can see, I'm just starting now to pour a little bit of the water into it because it's still very dry and I'm just mixing it up. So I'll be doing that consistently throughout until it gets to a nice good dough and it's not too dry and not too sticky. So now I'm going to be pouring 2 tablespoons all over the dough, and I'm just going to knead the oil into the dough. Once I'm done kneading, I will be putting a wet paper towel over it and letting it sit for about 30 minutes. Make sure your surface is clean before doing this, as you are going to be rolling out the dough into the pieces. So I'm just putting flour all over, and then I'm about to take up the dough and I'm gonna roll the dough into a nice log. So then I'll be able to cut it into my 14 pieces. If you want to make small rotis, like you could cut it up smaller, so then you could have a lot more. Or you could just do like the 14 like I did. So it's like a medium-sized roti skins. So at this point, I'm just taking one of my skins and I'm just gonna roll it out. So with this part, you could use ghee, oil, or butter. I'm using butter. So I'm just gonna take one of the pieces that I've rolled out, put some flour on the surface, and I'm just gonna roll it out. You don't have to roll it out too big, but I'm just gonna roll it out to the point, just like a little kind of circle. So I have my butter here and I'm gonna put a slit on the side to the center, and I'm just gonna spread butter all around, just like so, making sure it gets each crevices of the dough. After that, I will be taking part of it and I'm gonna just roll it all the way to the other side. Just keep rolling, and I will put a slow version of this coming up as well, so you could see. After this, I'm gonna be tucking everything into the middle, like just tuck. Keep tucking it. There will be a slow version. I will be flipping it over and I'm gonna push right into the middle and put that aside. So as you can see, I'm going to show you again. I'm going to show you quite a few times. So I put flour on the surface and I'm just going to roll it out. The reason why we put flour is because we don't want it to stick. As you've seen, it was sticking a little bit on my roller. So we're going to roll it out into a nice size circle, because we want to make layers for the roti. And then I'm going to take the knife and I'm going to do a slit. I'm going to do a slit from the end to the center. I'm going to put butter all over. I want to put butter all over the dough, making sure it touches all the crevices because you don't want it to be dry. The butter is when you let the butter sit, that's when it really sucks into the dough and what makes it taste so good. So as you can say, slow version, you're gonna tuck and push it right into the center. you'll be flipping it over and you're gonna push it right into the center as so. Keep watching because I'm gonna be doing a few more so you guys could see as well. So after you're done with the last one, you're going to be letting it sit for about an hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours if you want to let it sit so the butter really sucks in. You want to make sure that is covered up so it's not dried out. So you can cover it up with a wet paper towel if you like to as well. Now we're getting to the baking part. So I have a flat pan that I have on the stove, as you could see, to the corner, and that is getting heated. I am putting flour on the surface of my working station, and I'm going to roll it out. I'm going to roll it out as big and as thin as possible. Technically, I'm going to just roll it out as big as my flat pan could be, so nothing's like hanging over, but you want to roll it out so it's very thin. And also so it could, once it's thin, it could cook faster as well. So you want to keep rolling till it's very thin. Make sure the edges are thinned out as well. So I added a little bit of butter onto the pan, and I'm going to be taking butter and spreading it all over my dough. I'm going to put it all over my dough just to ensure that obviously it doesn't stick to the pan, but I put a lot of it on it as well. So I put a lot into the pan for the bottom part, and I put a lot into the top for the top part. I will then place my roti, my dough, onto the pan just to ensure it's not like falling over the edges or anything. And I'm just gonna let that sit and bake. In the meantime, to make things go a lot faster, I usually make sure I have another dough being spread. It's kind of like a system I have. So everything with me by myself, everything go a lot faster. So I put some more dough on the working station. I just roll it out. But keep in mind while you're doing this, you have to make sure you're watching the pan at the same time because you don't want the roti skin to burn. As you can see, it's like bubbling up at the top. As you can see, it's pretty much close to being done. I like when my roti has a little bit of like golden, like the little brown pieces on it. That's how I like mine. Some people flip it way before, but this is just what I like to do. So I just flip it over. It takes probably about, let's say like 3 minutes per side, I want to say. For it to fully get cooked. But usually I like lift it up underneath just to see like if it browned a little bit, and then I kind of flip it like that. But I want to say it's about 3 minutes per side, if anything, for it to be done. And then it's about done right now, and I'm going to take it off and I'm going to put it in a pan. When I put it in another aluminum pan, I usually put foil paper over it to make sure it locks in the heat so it's not drying out. So I'm about to add some more butter onto the pan, and I'm about to put this roti on it as well. And then I'm going to bring my pan that I had the fresh roti in over, and I'm about to clap it. So I'm just going to bust it up a bit. So I'm just doing that. It's very hot, so that's why I let it cool down a little bit before I start clapping it. Because trust me, when you do it right away, your hand is gonna burn off. Let me tell you, it has happened to me a couple times, and boy, we'll take it slowly. I'm about on my last one. The last one's cooking up in the pan over there. And let me tell you, these roti skins are so good. Ever since I started to make my own, I've never bought any more roti skins from the store before. It is amazing. It's very simple and quick to make. Alrighty guys, so this is the end of my video. Thank you for watching. If you got to the end of this video, comment down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I hope you guys are able to try this recipe at home, and if you guys do, let me know how it turns out. Trust me, it is so good. Subscribe, hit that bell to let you guys know when the next video is coming out, and see you on the next video.